Hey guys, in today's video we're taking a look at the iPhone X camera and how well it performs as a video camera. We're going to be comparing the iPhone X to the Sony RX100 IV, which is almost a 2-year-old camera at the time of this video. The latest flagship from Apple and arguably one of the best smartphone cameras of 2018 should be able to hold its own, right? Let's find out. The iPhone X needs no introduction. This is as good a smartphone as you're going to get in 2018. It feels really well built and is covered in sleek curves and lines made from stainless steel and glass. If you've ever wondered what quality feels like, then this right here is it. This phone feels like it's been made from some of the most exquisite materials from the earth. Now, this isn't a full review on the phone though, so we really won't be talking about all the noteworthy features, but rather those that can directly influence the video recording experience. The camera specs are as follows. We have two 12-megapixel cameras, a wide 28mm at f1.8 and a 52mm telephoto camera at f2.4. At the moment, it's still unclear what the sensor sizes are, but if they're anything like those we have on the iPhone 8 Plus, which is the assumption we're making in this video, then we're looking at a stacked 1/3 inch Sony XMORS sensor on the wide angle and a slightly smaller sensor on the telephoto that's also a Sony XMORS. The RX100 IV is not the latest or the greatest advanced compact in 2018, but it is still one of the most powerful portable cameras money can buy. It's built like a tank and has a metal body with some considerable weight to it. We have a 20.1 megapixel 1-inch Sony XMORS sensor, and to put that into perspective, this sensor is about 6.5 times larger than the iPhone's largest sensor. In front of that sensor, we have a Zeiss 24 to 70mm equivalent f1.8 to 2.8 lens. The camera features a host of advanced video recording features like log gamma profiles, a built-in ND, and UHD 4K recording. To give the iPhone as good a chance as it can get in this test, I'm going to be using Filmic Pro version 6.3.2, which adds support for the iPhone X. I'll also be using the Cinematographer's Kit in a lot of the picture tests to take full advantage of log gamma picture profiles. Let's start by taking a look at the displays. When shooting video, it is useful to have a bright and accurate display because that is your live view with which you can use to expose, judge your colors, and determine your focus. Straight away, it's easy to see that the iPhone wins this hands down. This new Retina HD AMOLED panel is just a joy to use. It is really bright and features HDR as well as the ability to display the wide P3 color space. Colors are very accurate, which is vital for live view. The RX100 display is not very good for video. Since this is a camera for photos before anything else, the aspect ratio isn't widescreen, so you lose some space there. And the color reproduction is not very accurate too. I cannot even count the amount of times I've been under the impression that I was recording vivid colors with a decent white balance, only to discover that what I was seeing on the camera display is very different to what was actually being captured when I preview on my computer in post. iPhone X wins this round. The display is brighter, larger, higher resolution, more accurate, and overall more advanced. Next up, we take a look at the sensor sizes. Now, I know I've spoken before about how sensor size phenomena reaches a gray area of diminishing returns with video, and I still stand behind that statement. A larger sensor isn't necessarily going to give you better image quality in your videos, especially in well-lit situations. However, what it can do is give you more freedom to play with a shallower depth of field and also better low-light performance. At 52mm equivalent, both cameras are at f2.4, and you can see that we're getting a shallower depth of field on the RX100 due to aperture equivalency. The RX100 clearly wins this round. In the next round, we look at the lens reach on both cameras. The iPhone X has two prime lenses, a 28mm wide angle and a 52mm telephoto, and that's about it. Nothing more and nothing in between. On the RX100, we have a true optical zoom lens with a zoom range of 24 to 70mm. What's even more attractive is the wide f1.8 to 2.8 aperture range, which is fast and suitable for all sorts of lighting conditions. The RX100 takes this round again. Next up, we're going to take a look at the video quality coming out of these devices. Both cameras deliver some nice video quality with a natural picture profile. When we take it up a notch, the RX100 delivers video with wonderful dynamic range using S-Log2. The iPhone X can also shoot in a flat log profile that preserves a lot of the highlight and shadow detail. you have a lot of options on both cameras with picture profiles, bit rates, and resolution. Upon closer inspection, we can see that the iPhone videos aren't as sharp as the RX100, and that comes as no surprise. The iPhone optics are tiny compared to the RX100, and size does come with some limitations. Ultimately though, the average user probably won't be doing any pixel peeping. When viewed at native resolutions, the video quality is comparable. The images may differ slightly in color reproduction, but I must pick a winner, and I believe the RX100 just nicks it. With a sharper image, better low light and shallower depth of field, but only just. In the next round, we take a look at the battery lives of both the iPhone X and the RX100 Mark IV. Sony has always been notorious for poor battery life, and the RX100 Mark IV is no different. To put it simply, the battery on the RX100 is terrible AF. It's already pretty bad when just taking pictures, but when it comes to video, it is almost non-existent. There are times I've run out of a full charge in about 15 minutes when shooting video. The iPhone X, on the other hand, is a noticeable improvement to its predecessors in terms of battery life. And with the addition of the AMOLED panel, the overall battery life is significantly better than what you can get on the RX100. Throughout the whole shoot, we've blown through 22% on the iPhone and a dreadful 60% on the Sony camera. It's important to note that we've been using the iPhone at its maximum screen brightness too. iPhone X is the winner of this round for sure. In the final round, we take a look at any additional features that both cameras have to offer that can significantly improve the video recording experience. Let's begin with the iPhone X. Both the 24 and 52mm cameras have optical image stabilization, which really goes a long way in shooting scenarios that require movement. With the use of Filmic Pro, you have a lot more options in terms of the aspect ratios you can record in. You also have a 3.5mm audio input via dongle and the option to invest in separate mountable lenses like the ones from Moment, which can add an extra level of creativity. The RX100 Mark IV has a built-in ND filter that can help you maintain a 180-degree shutter angle at wide apertures, which is very useful in bright sunlight. You also get a fully articulating screen, which can allow you to get into some pretty awkward shooting positions should you need to. Each additional feature will be awarded a 1/10 of a full point. And after tallying up the results, the iPhone X has a total score of 2.4. The RX100 scores 3.2. The results show some very neck-and-neck findings with less than a point between the two cameras. I believe the findings are very indicative of the point I was hoping to bring out in this comparison video, which is that smartphone cameras are as good as they can ever be, and dedicated cameras are losing their advantage. It would have been crazy to compare your smartphone camera video to that of an advanced dedicated camera not so long ago. When we factor in price, the iPhone X retails for $1,000 and the RX100 IV can be picked up for $850. The phone may be pricier, however, remember that a smartphone is something you are going to buy anyway for a different purpose. So there's so much added value there. If you want to shoot great videos or start recording your own quality YouTube videos, then the first camera you should consider is the one on your smartphone in your pocket. And if you already own or are looking to own one of the flagship smartphones of 2018, then even better. You get a up-to-date and modern cell phone and also a very powerful camera at the same time. Thanks for watching, and I hope that this video has been insightful to you. Please leave a like or a comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as turn on notifications for more videos like this. Catch you folks in the next one.